Oh, what a weekend.
Oh, I very much enjoyed it. What I was enjoying as well is watching Tom and Amy listening through to those routines and basically dancing along to all of them.
Very good, it was that. I like.
How are you this morning? Now, where were you in the training schedule? Have you started training already? Have you got one lined up soon to finish this?
Yeah, we've been training for hours and hours and hours already.
Go on, tell him.
This is an early start for us.
What was the weekend like for you? Because it's always a real privilege to sit there in the audience and watch everyone else dance. And Sally, you went the week before, didn't you? Your passo was incredible. It was one of those moments when you finish and you're in that beautiful position at the end, the pair of you. The roar of the crowd, it's just beautiful, isn't it, when that happens?
Oh, it was incredible. It was such an amazing feeling. You have this amazing, it's like relief, it's euphoric feeling because everything you've been working for all week is suddenly done over, and if it's gone well, it is this amazing feeling. And also the way we finished is like this kind of triumphant end. I was so happy when we got there. So it felt amazing. I kind of it felt like it was my best one so far. So I was so happy because the choreography this week was amazing as well. I mean, produced this amazing dance, so I really wanted to do it justice. So I was relieved.
I have a really pressing question for both of you, which is this: do you get to keep those outfits? They were fabulous.
I wish. No. Yeah, my kids want me to bring the cape home.
So good. Tom, it was great to see you do so well because when I saw you the week before, you just came off the dance floor and you were just a little tiny bit crestfallen, weren't you? You knew that you hadn't quite done as well as you wanted to. So it must be brilliant to be able to nail it the next week.
Yeah, it was a really tough week the week before. But you know what? I feel like I needed to have a week like that because it made me realise, I just want to have a really fun experience. So, you get one chance to do that dance. It's not always going to go your way. No matter how hard you work, there can be so many things that can go wrong and put you off on the night. So I think looking back, even though I knew I could do a better dance on that Halloween week, I still had the most amazing time, and I will look back on that dance and that whole week with the best memories. So I feel like actually I really needed to have a little kind of wobbly moment like that to make me realise I need to you never know when you're going to go home, and none of us want to go.
And Amy, sorry, Tom. Amy, that's when your professional partner really comes into it as well, because it's your job then to get Tom's head back on it, to try and go in to learn a new dance. And you must have been so happy the way that both of you performed that passo, and the choreography, as Tom said, was amazing.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I was absolutely delighted. I've been delighted with every performance Tom has produced. And yeah, as you know, Dan, now you're in on a Monday. So the scores from Saturday night now don't matter. It's a blank canvas and it's a new week.
And Tom was talking about the choreography of that passo. When you've got something like that lined up, how often, sort of in the build-up to Strictly, are you thinking, I'd like to do that. If we get a passo, I'll do that. How much of the choreography is already pre-planned before you get to it?
It's hard to pre-plan because obviously we don't know which celebrity we're going to get, what Tom's strengths are going to be. But for me, I love traditional, like the foxtrot we did earlier in the season. So to get a traditional paso doble for me was just, I was so excited. Actually, this dance was like, for me, the most testing one to choreograph because obviously I wanted to do the song justice as well. And also coming off the back of the tango, which, hadn't have gone so well on the Saturday night, had it done in the rehearsals. So yeah, I was so happy with our Saturday night then.
And Tom, one of the things I've loved watching with you along the way is the reaction of your family. Your kids are amazing. What have they said about Saturday night?
Excited. Yeah, it's been amazing because it's kind of like we're all on the Strictly journey together. So, Amy teaches them little bits of dance during the week, and on a Saturday morning, I do my last rehearsal is in the morning with my wife in the kitchen. So I teach her a little bit of the routine, and she annoyingly picks it up quicker than I do.
Of course.
I feel like I'm the first bit of training for when she does Strictly in the future.
I think we've got you doing that in your kitchen from the weekend. Actually, she is quite good, isn't she?
I know. I don't know how. It's really. I think actually it's because I'm such a good teacher. You see, that's what it must be.
Amy, many people have also seen the videos of you with various members of Tom's family sort of clinging onto your legs as you're trying to dance. But that is part of it as well. You get, you become part of each other's lives, don't you? And it's lovely to have seen the way that you and Tom have sort of, you've just enjoyed that family unit, and that's part of the Strictly experience.
Yeah, the Fletcher household has made me feel so welcome. And yeah, I adore the boys and I love chatting away to G. Tom can't get a word in edgeways.
No, No, it was brilliant though. I had some extra childcare over half term, so
Very helpful.
She's busy enough now. Amy, tell me this, as the pro in this partnership, when you watch everybody dance on a Saturday, who are you watching and loving at the moment?
I'm loving watching everyone's journey, and this year the standard is incredible, and the difference from every contestant from week 1 to now, it is unbelievable. So yeah, I'm just there rooting, I'm clapping, I'm dancing away, so is Tom. We're like standing up before the dancers have even finished. So yeah, I know as pros, each and every one of us are just so proud.
And Dan, you know what it's like. We're all so supportive of each other. Like when
Yeah.
we watch, we genuinely want everyone to do so well, and and it changes every week because some weeks you get a dance that doesn't quite suit you, and you can feel everyone really cheering you on and wanting you to do well, and so it's an amazing atmosphere being inside a stage watching everyone.
Well, and we're just watching the footage of you getting your 10s as well. I mean, the dance was amazing, but the 10 moment and the first one from Motzi, and then Shirley followed it up as well. I mean, I don't think I'll ever know what that is like. What's it like?
Sure, of course you will.
You will.
Of course you will, Dan. Your dance this week was amazing, by the way. It was so fun to watch. We saw it up here in our dressing room, actually, in the dress run, and it looks. Both of us said you looked so natural and comfortable doing that dance. It was brilliant. We loved it.
It's amazing how you can fake everybody. You can fake it when you're actually terrified. I really enjoyed it on Saturday. But the thing you said about sort of encouragement, I was telling Sally this morning about Adam and Katya. The thing I've loved about watching Adam on this programme is we all knew he was like this ultimate Olympian and, never been beaten, and so many people were looking up to him in the swimming pool. He comes into the world of dancing, and even though he's the ultimate competitor, Tom, he's been so supportive of everyone else as well. He just wants people to do well and to do their best. And that's been lovely for me to see somebody who I look up to as a great sportsman being a brilliant friend as well.
Yeah, that's so true, because I feel like, we all really realised early on we're not against each other in this. It's really helpful having each other supportive, like in our little messaging group that we all have, and we all send each other nice supportive messages and check in during the week. See how, it feels like we all genuinely want each other to do so well, because we all know how much we're working in the week, and, we're giving this everything we've got. So it's awful when you see someone, it not quite go their way, or on the results show when you're waiting to hear who's going to go. Obviously, none of us want to go home, but you don't want to see your friends go. It's a really, the competition's got so tough now because you just don't want to say goodbye to anyone.
Oh, it gets quite emotional. Well, it gets very emotional at the end, doesn't it? Because you are basically in this bubble where you're all looking after each other. Tell me this, though, Tom. As far as this week goes, how confident are you feeling?
It's only Monday.
Yeah, a Monday, it's like starting the competition again. It's like going back to day one when you have no idea what you're doing. Everything I learned last week on the Paso, it means nothing now.
Oh, no, surely not.
At all.
There you go. Nothing I learned last week is going to help. There you go. So it means nothing. So yeah, it's really tough coming in on a Monday. So I would tell you, you'll have to ask me at the end of a Monday to see how I'm feeling.
Amy, and those who watched you on It Takes Two last week will have known that you picked up this Welsh BAFTA for your brilliant programme about Crohn's. And Tom, Tom was part of presenting you with that award. What did that mean to you as well? Because lots of breakfast viewers will have remembered you coming on this programme, talking about that, and how emotional that programme was for you to make. Sort of opening up and being so honest about what you'd been through. It must be lovely to get an award like that.
Oh yeah, honestly, it made me so emotional. But this award is for all the fellow sufferers out there, for beautiful Bethan, and for all those brave people who spoke about their stories in the documentary. So I was pretty emotional that week, wasn't I, in rehearsals? Tom walked in that Monday and I just cried.
Oh, no. Do you know what's lovely to see, as an outsider? It's lovely to see the friendship that you have, the pros and the dancers. You get so close and you look after each other so beautifully, and that's something I can see really clearly from both of you.
Yeah, that's so important. It's one bit that I guess I didn't really expect when you start Strictly. How important your friendship is with your partner. They have to guide you on this journey, not just teach you how to dance, but really support you through all of this. And you're with each other all the time. So it helps that we get on all right.
He's like an older.
Does Amy do that same thing that Nadia does? Nadia says I'm not allowed to listen to anyone else. So I basically only listen to Nadia and no one else. You're in the same situation as that, Tom.
Yeah, I block everyone else out. Just Amy. I can just hear Amy's Welsh voice in my head 24/7.
Well done at the weekend. You were both brilliant. Have a great week, and I'll see you a little bit later on this week. I hope your dance goes well.
And you have a great week. Have a brilliant
Thanks,
week, Dan.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye now.